Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to the third day of our Malibu sew along. Today is a pretty quick day. We're just going to be sewing the shoulder seams and the side seams with or without the sleeves, depending on what options you're choosing and the style of adding the sleeve that you chose. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. But first, let's start with the shoulder seams. So this is my right side. I've decided that this is my right side of the fabric, so I'm laying that down. And this is my right side of the front, and I'm also laying that down, right sides together. Now I'm opening the shoulder seam, so the right side of the lining and the right side of the fabric are facing the right side of the lining and the right side of the fabric of the back and the front. So you may have a little bit of resistance from if you've done the twist back, because this is already basted together. You might feel a little bit of resistance there. But you can sew it, it's not hard. Alright, so let me do the same thing for the other side. It's easier if you work on a table then, but I don't want to move the camera back and forth, so that's why I'm trying to work from here. Alright, so and before you stitch, just like always, double check that you've put it the right way, because with so many twists in this pattern, you want to make sure that you're having the vision that you have in your mind is the one that will translate on the fabric. All right, so these are my shoulders, my two shoulders pinned together. So I'm just doing a trial run right now. These are still pinned, front, back, perfect. So this is exactly how I want it to look. I'm opening this back up and I'm sewing a straight stitch with a triple stitch, because there will be a lot of tension put in the shoulder. So you need to make sure that if you're not using a serger for this step, you're using a triple stretch stitch, and just sew a straight line. And you'll obviously be doing the same thing for the other shoulder. Three-eighths of an inch seam allowance. And I have put my two seam allowances from the lining and the main opposite directions to have as little bulk as possible. So one shoulder is done. Now let me go ahead and do the other shoulder. Again, put the seam allowances of the, as you can see here, I have two seam allowances. I put them going the opposite direction. This way it has minimal bulk, but I do want to make sure that it goes in the same direction as the other shoulder. So my lining goes towards, perfect, so it goes in the same direction. All right, so your shoulders are looking very pretty. I am going to open up my seam allowance right now to, again, to reduce bulk as much as possible. So I'm opening it up before I press it together. And I will put a clip to hold it open until I add the sleeves. It's gonna lay prettier if it's open. It will have like minimal bulk here. The same reason why I used my sewing machine instead of a serger for these steps. So I'm opening the seam allowance and press it together. All right, so the shoulders are done. This is how it looks from the back. These are the shoulders. This is the front. Now, if you're adding sleeves, you have two options right now. One option, the steps for sleeves are technically tomorrow. So you can wait until tomorrow, or you can add them right now if you want. One option is to add your sleeves right now in the flat, like we've done it for all the other sew-alongs. Like you can search in the group for the Aria sew-along or the Skylar sew-along, or I've done more than two, I think, Simple Life sew-along. So you can add your sleeves in the flat if you would like, following the pattern instructions or previous videos that we've done in this for sew-alongs. I will add my sleeves in the round because I like the look better and I want to show you a different technique. The pattern, I think, has them in the flat, but you can, that's absolutely fine. If you want to do the sleeves today, just add them right now and then follow the steps that I'm doing right now and then you'll be doing the side seams just like in the pattern. Now, I prefer to do the side seams as pattern instructs for the armband option, for the sleeveless option, and then I'll do my sleeves in the round tomorrow. So let's do this. Either one of the ways you chose will qualify you for the sew-along. Take your bodice back and bring it over right sides together to the front. All right? Then take your front lining and turn it over this way. Your right sides, the lining and the main of your front will be right sides together with the back piece sandwich in between. This is the technique that you need for if you're using the armbands. I'm using it for the sleeves too, so I get to show this to everyone today. So right now, I'm gonna repeat the same thing for the other side. I have my lining. This is my right side of my lining. Then I bring in my back piece as it is. And then I have my right side of the main of the front and I sandwich it right here. So right now you have a nice sandwich that goes front, main, back, the whole piece, and then back lining, front lining. And I will show this again right after I pin it. And I promise you it sounds way more complicated than it is. And keep in mind, I'm also working vertically right now. So that's why I need to make sure that it's all done the right way. All right, so this is the way it looks like. I'll go ahead and get a little closer before I stitch it. So this is my side seam. As you can see from the prickles here, this is the front with the wrong side up. Then I have the back, that's already a sandwich. And then I have the lining of the front with the right side up. So this is my sandwich right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and stitch that. So when I turn it, you'll see exactly how it looks. Again, this step you can do with a serger or with a triple stretch stitch. And you'll obviously repeat the same thing for the other side. So when you turn it, you have a nice finish. All right, I'm gonna turn the other side too, but the other side just has pins right now. When you turn it, you can see you have your arm opening. In my case, this will take a sleeve tomorrow, but if you've opted for the sleeves option, it will take an armband. And the side seam, you can see it's all enclosed, no raw edges on the side seam with this method. And this can be applied to the arm, or if you do it this way, you'll have an enclosed side seam for both the arm, the sleeveless and the sleeved option. So this is what today's steps look like. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch the other side. Snap a picture of your finished bodice with the shoulder seams and the side seams. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. It is so cute. And post it in the comments of day 3 photo. And I'll see you back here tomorrow when we'll be adding the sleeves and hemming the sleeves, or you'll be adding the armbands if you've selected to go for that option. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.